right?
Yeah.
So, hey everyone, my name is Henry. I am one of the partners at Scruggs Automotive, and here we have Corey.
Hi guys, I'm Corey. I work at the Scruggs Elma location. I'm one of our ASE certified master technicians. And today we are checking Facebook Marketplace to find ourselves two good cars under $10,000. Henry?
So the requirements were it had to be more than $7,500, less than 10 grand, and then from my perspective, which is more on the front end as a service advisor, what car would I recommend to a client? And then your perspective is different because you're actually working on the cars. What would you recommend?
Right. I had to find something that I would like to have a daily for and something also for a truck because I got stuff I got to tow all the time. So I got to have a pickup truck and a daily.
So my picks were a little bit different. I didn't find any pickup trucks. I'm dealing with a lot of the clients up front. We have a lot of people who have been talking about gas prices, so that was something I kind of kept in mind. And then we see a lot of moms and dads, young families, and what would I recommend for them? And then I actually have a secret third that we typically don't see here at the shop too often, but I thought, man, that might be a pretty good deal, and I wanted to bring it up. So, Corey, let's start with you. What is your first pick?
So for my pick for my daily driver, I picked a Toyota Corolla. Honestly, if you ask pretty much any technician, you really can't go wrong with a Corolla. There's a reason that they sold so many of them because they're just good cars. They run awesome. They're great on gas. They're easy to drive, easy to work on. So that's pretty much covers all of my bases. I found this one. It is a 2013 Corolla with 150,000 miles for $88.50. It's at a dealership. I'm sure they've got some amount of wiggle room, especially because it's been listed for 6 weeks. Um, Unfortunately, it's a little bit more than I would want to spend. I'd really like to get this thing closer to about 75 out the door. But yeah, that one I really like. And as far as my truck pick, I found a 2012 Ram 1500 work truck. It's a base model, but it's got the Hemi and four-wheel drive. The only thing I don't really like is that it's not a crew cab, but unfortunately, four-door trucks with a V8 in decent condition, really tough to find under 10 grand these days. Henry?
So my first pick that I got is a Toyota Prius. One of the things I liked about this was it looked like the person took the photos in their driveway. It's located right here in Jamestown. They're asking pretty much $8,200 for it. It is a little bit higher mileage, 158,000 miles. One of our technicians here, Wally, actually has and commutes every day from Rochester in a Prius. Super reliable vehicles. Everyone's really concerned with the battery packs.
Yeah.
But we as a company have kind of overcome that. They're really not as complicated or as difficult. You can replace individual cells. You don't have to do the whole entire battery pack.
Yeah, they're actually pretty affordable too. Wally actually has done a couple. He's done a handful of his cells because he's over 300,000. His odometer stopped working at 300.
So fun fact, Priuses won't record over 300,000. This one's at 158. It looks like it's in really, really, really good condition. Going through some of the photos on the vehicle, I like that they included 360 photos all the way around. And then it does look like it has new tires on the vehicle as well. That's something that can be one of those repairs that really stinks. You get a car, you bring it in for New York State inspection, and you need tires. That really stinks right off the bat. You can see these look like they have good tread life, good depth. Has some inside photos of the car. They're kind of very vague in the photos, which makes me a little bit concerned. Why is he not taking full broad pictures? But everything else outside of the vehicle, it looks like it's in really, really, really good condition. It does say it's a one owner, which is a really, really big factor. Typically speaking, a single owner has bounced around a couple of different hands, and it looks like a really, really, really good car. The second pick that I have for vehicles is actually going to be for the parents. We're going to be having our first child here pretty soon. I'm definitely not getting a minivan, but a lot of our clients tend to like minivans. Really, really great people movers. You can put all your stuff in there. You can go wherever you want to go, camping, to the Adirondacks, whatever you want to do. And if it's not a Toyota, I always recommend Honda.
Yeah.
Again, just another really low maintenance vehicle. They come in, typically you're in and out with your basic services for the vehicle. Nothing too much breaks on them as a hard physical part. So I have this 2012 Honda Odyssey. listed at 9,500, top of the scale for the vehicle. I'd probably want to offer them somewhere kind of like you're mentioning, probably about 9K for the vehicle. Again, I really like that it's in the client's driveway. It doesn't look like there's a dealership being involved. It looks like a person. You can see they blocked out their license plate because they didn't want it to be seen. And kind of going through the photos, one of the really nice things about this vehicle is it's fully leather. It's got all the features into it. It's got the captain seats, which is really, really nice. That does have the middle seat there as well. It looks like a really, really, really solid vehicle. Really can't say too much more, anything bad about the vehicle either. Really, really, really recommend them.
Did that one have all-wheel drive? I wasn't sure if they actually came with all-wheel drive in that generation.
So this one doesn't specify. I don't know if this is the all-wheel drive model. I don't think it is. I think the newer ones are.
Okay, yeah, it took Odysseys a while to have all-wheel drive. I was just checking.
And then my third one, which I happened to see this vehicle. I think we both saw the same vehicle, and we're like, that's a really good deal for the vehicle. 2015 Ford Flex, definitely on the newer side of the vehicles we were talking about today. $7,900 is what he's asking for. And this is one of those vehicles really, really great for families if you're not looking to be seen in a minivan. You want more of the SUV kind of aesthetic.
Right.
Now you want to be that white SUV mom. This is definitely going to hit that. It's got really, really nice rims on it. All the way around, it looks really, really sharp. It's got leather throughout the entire vehicle. It's automatic. It's got sunroofs. It also has sunroofs for the little ones in the back, which is really cool in the back there. It looks like a really, really, really good deal for what you're getting here.
Was that one optioned with the EcoBoost or just the regular V6? Is it the Sport?
It's the SEL package.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know without being able to. There's no, unfortunately, with we were talking about this when we were going through it. Facebook has some information missing when you're looking at vehicles. You don't get to see the VIN, so you can't do like a Carfax history report,
Right.
which here we actually pull Carfax reports for all of our clients. Don't get to see that. You don't get to see damages. You don't get to see what motor a lot of them come in because the VIN's not being pulled in. So without the client talking about it or asking, I really don't know what motors came in this one.
Okay.
So those are our essentially 7 picks. Wow, I can't do math here.
5.
2 plus 3, 5. 5 picks for vehicles between $7,500 to $10,000. Guys, they're out there. If you're on a budget or you're looking for a vehicle under 10K, there's a lot of really, really good options out there, especially with interest rates being as high as they are right now.
Terrible.
We're hearing some clients come in, 15, 18, 20% interest rate on some of these vehicles that already have higher mileage on them.
Yeah.
There's some really, really great options out there. Basic preventative maintenance is going to run you a heck of a lot cheaper than just the interest these days. So what do you think of our picks? Do you agree with us going kind of more Toyota and Honda? Or do you guys agree with something different? We'd love to get your opinion. Comment down below.
Also, we also do offer not courtesy inspections. We offer full vehicle checkovers if you guys happen to have a used car that you're coming to look at. If you are able to bring it to us at any of our locations, we'll go through them top to bottom, inside and out, left and right to make sure that you're not buying a lemon.
Absolutely. Nothing worse than when a client comes in, especially on the front end. You don't get to see this too much.
Yeah.
Client comes in and says, hey, I just got this car. And that's like the famous last words. I just got this car. We've already bought it. It's a week old. What do you think? And there's always something that's kind of hidden at the former owner. And then you talk with a client. Oh, they blocked me on Facebook. Please do your due diligence. We're more than welcome to take a look at any single vehicle. Bring it on down here. Let us do a full write-up because it gives you leverage too. Hey, we brought it to Scruggs and they found a couple different things wrong with the vehicle. Can we take $500 to $1,000 off the vehicle to cover that repair?
Yes. If you're unfamiliar with automotive stuff, either bring one of your friends with you that really knows what they're looking at, or you're more than welcome to bring it to us because buying a used car can be tricky, which is why a lot of people are nervous because it's not a little bit of money.
Sweet.